The Golden Locket by Carol Green, illustrated by Marcia Sewell. It was all the cat's fault. For years, Miss Teaberry had lived peacefully in her little stone cottage halfway between two towns. Flowers grew in front of the cottage and vegetables grew behind. A well on one side gave clear, cold water, and an apple tree on the other gave fruit and shade. Miss Teaberry had everything she wanted and everything she needed. Then one day her cat smelled a mouse beneath the apple tree. He dug and dug. He did not find a mouse, but he did find a golden locket. He carried it to the front of the cottage where Mrs. Teaberry had just begun to weed her zinnias. "Hello, Puss. What have you got?" asked Miss Teaberry, and she took the locket. "Oh, how fancy!" Miss Teaberry went inside and put on the locket. It did not look right with her everyday dress. It did not look right with any of her dresses. "What a bother," said Miss Teaberry. "I don't have a dress fancy enough for this locket, and I have wasted the whole day trying on clothes when I meant to weed my zinnias." She put the locket on the table and made some supper. Then she went to bed. She was almost asleep when she thought of something. "What a bother," said Miss Teaberry. "I left the locket on the table. What if a burglar comes in and steals it?" She jumped out of bed and hurried to the table. On the way, she stubbed her toe, but there lay the locket, safe and sound. Miss Teaberry took it back to bed with her. On the way, she bumped her head. "There you are," she said, and put the locket under her pillow. "Now you will be safe for sure." She was almost asleep when she thought of something else. What if the burglar came into her bedroom and took the locket while she was sleeping? She would not like that one bit. "Oh, what a bother," said Miss Teaberry. "Now I shall have to stay awake all night." The next morning, Miss Teaberry felt tired and cross. Her toe hurt, and so did her head. "This locket is nothing but a bother," she declared. "I don't want it, and I don't need it. I shall give it away." Just then the milkman stopped in front of her cottage. Miss Teaberry hurried outside. "I beg your pardon," she said, "but do you happen to know an enchanting young girl who might like a golden locket?" The milkman thought for a moment. "Oh, there's an enchanting young girl in a town down the road," he said. "I don't think she has a locket." "Fine," said Miss Teaberry. "You must take her this one. But do not tell her who it is from. She might want to thank me, and that would be a bother. Just say that the locket is a gift from a secret admirer." "All right," said the milkman, and he drove off, and Miss Teaberry went inside for a long nap. The next morning, the milkman stopped again. "The enchanting young lady was pleased with the locket," he told Miss Teaberry. "She was so pleased that she wanted to send a return gift to her secret admirer. Here it is." He set a large basket on the ground, and then he drove off. "They're purebreds and very valuable," he called over his shoulder. Miss Teaberry opened the basket. Inside were 3 squirming puppies. "Oh, no," said Miss Teaberry. She spent all day trying to keep the puppies from digging up her zinnias. She spent all night trying to keep them from chewing up her furniture. The next morning she felt very tired and very cross. "Please stop," she called to the milkman, even though it was not her day to get milk. "Do you happen to know a winsome young boy who might like 3 squirming puppies?" The milkman thought for a moment. "There's a winsome young boy in the town up the road," he said. "I don't think he has any puppies." "Oh, fine," said Miss Teaberry. "You must take him these. Say they are a gift from a secret admirer." "All right," said the milkman, and he drove off. and Miss Teaberry went inside for a long nap. The next morning the milkman arrived with a large box. Inside was a squawking parrot. "It's a gift," said the milkman, "from the winsome young boy to his secret admirer." "Oh, no," said Miss Teaberry. All day the parrot played hide and seek with her. All night it sang, and it did not sing well. The next morning Miss Teaberry felt tired and cross indeed. Once again she stopped the milkman. "Please take the parrot to the enchanting young girl," she said. "I know," said the milkman. "Say it is a gift from her secret admirer." "Right," said Miss Teaberry. The next day the milkman was back with a dapple gray horse. "I know," said Miss Teaberry. "It's a gift from the enchanting young girl." "Right," said the milkman. That day the horse ate the tops off her carrots. And that night he ate the apples off her tree. Miss Teaberry lay awake listening to him crunch. In the morning she sent him on with the milkman to the winsome young boy. So it went day after day. The winsome young boy sent 3 playful lambs. The enchanting young girl sent 3 plump pigs. The winsome young boy sent a gaggle of geese. The enchanting young girl sent a hairy ox with fleas. Miss Teaberry thought she might go mad. The milkman did not look too well either. "I'm terribly sorry," he said one morning as he squeezed the ox in with his milk bottles, "but this simply must stop." "I agree," said Miss Teaberry. "You take the ox away, and I will try to think of something." But then she was so tired that it was not easy for her to think. But she held her eyes open until she had an idea. Then she took a long nap. The next morning she gave the milkman 2 notes, one for the enchanting young girl in the town down the road, and the other for the winsome young boy in the town up the road. Both notes said the same thing. "Please meet me tonight at 9 by the apple tree next to the little stone cottage halfway between towns. Your secret admirer." 9 o'clock came, and Miss Teaberry peeked around the corner of her cottage. There they were, the enchanting young girl and the winsome young boy. Of course, they fell in love at once. Miss Teaberry did not go to the wedding. She stayed home and weeded her zinnias. But the milkman went and had a splendid time. And so did the cat. The end.